great Wednesday evening. No, you're not watching a recording. This is actually live. Cesar Mascoro Jr. with Manufactured Home Sales Mastery, in with our 15 minutes to mastery that we do just about every day. Look, I skipped yesterday, man. I feel terrible about it. But yesterday was a huge day for us and had a lot of stuff going on. Should have recorded yesterday's and put it out there, but man, it was an awesome day. But today I'm coming in with episode number 506, and I'm coming to you live out here from Florida. We're just outside Orlando, Florida, in the Villages, Florida, and getting ready to start a training tomorrow for Baird Homes. Great group out of Leesburg, Florida. They've got a location here, and then next week we'll be doing all of their Indiana stores up in Indiana, French Lick, Indiana, to be exact. But anyway, wanted to come in tonight and share an important message. Share the message about time and about how time, it's never the wrong time. It'll never be the right time, but it's also never the wrong time. It's never too late, right? And George Eliot wrote, "It's never too late to be what you might have been." And you see, the reason I want to come in and talk to you about this is just because, one, it's 11:50 here on the East Coast, 10:50 back home in Texas, and actually 7:50. Wait, no, 11:50. So 8:50 in Vegas, where we were just this morning when we left. But listen, um, it's more than time related. Today, I wanted to talk to you this evening. I want to talk to you about how it's never too late to actually go after what you want in life. It's never too late to chase that goal. It's never too late to chase that dream that you've got, whether it's within your sales career, whether it's in your business or starting a business. It's never too late. Okay. And, I'll share a personal message with you guys about this. And, throughout the years, I've always had different ideas that pop into my head. I've always had different things that I think of. Man, it'd be great to do this. It would have been great. It would be great to do that. Uh, but never truly acted on those things. I was that person that would always have the idea and always have the desire to get it done, but never put the action behind it. And, whether it was because I felt that I needed to make sure everything was just right. I'm not going to say that that was the case. I'll be honest with you. More than likely, when I stopped to think about it, it was more of just the fact that I knew, I knew that back then I wouldn't put in the work that was needed to make it happen. I knew myself, and I knew that I wasn't at that point where I would actually follow through. Heck, man, even over, I would say, as of before starting this business 2 years ago, I had still been the person that would not follow through. I would start things and stop. I would come up with ideas and never actually put them into action. And so, with that being said, for me to take the step in starting Manufactured Home Sales Mastery 2 years ago at 50 years old, I come in here and tell you it's never too late. And the other reason why, what that message is, or who that message is for all of you out there right now that are in the industry, all of you out there right now that are in manufactured home sales, especially for those of you that have been in it for a while. And when I say a while, I'm talking, man, 5, 10, 15 years or more. Okay. Even those of you that just been doing it a year, because I'll explain why I'm including you in it as well. But let me talk to you, those of you that have been in this 5, 10, 15 years, 20, 30, however long it's been. You see, we all reach a point where we think that we have things figured out. We all reach a point where we think that we are, for a lack of better expression, that we're the man. That's it, the man or the woman in whatever it is that we're doing. And so what happens when you reach that point? Well, when you reach that point, you stop to push, you stop pushing yourself. You stop, and what I mean by pushing yourself, I mean you stop actually striving for more. You think that you've arrived. You think that you've learned everything that you need to in order to survive. But you see, as I've been reading more and more in this book, I've been reading Leaders Eat Last, okay, by Simon Sinek. And man, the information that I read today on the flight over here, it's just powerful. It starts talking about the biology of how we're made and the need that we have for dopamine and the need that we have for endorphins and how all of that works to how we chase goals, how we go after things, okay, and how we are as humans. We are social people. We are people that need other people around us. We need to have a team to survive. And what happens with a lot of folks that are in the business for a while is you start to isolate yourself in the sense of you're not looking for improvement. You're not looking to learn from others because you think that you've got it figured out. And so you start to become that loner in the sense of you're doing your own thing. You're not trying to improve. You're also not trying to share information, and you're not helping grow anyone. And you see, we weren't meant to be that as humans because just like it's described in the book, even if you start to think back to ancient civilization, right? And when we were hunting, you would have to hunt for the meals, for the food, for the tribe. Okay. When you look at us as humans, and I love this description that it gives in there. When you look at us as humans, we don't have the thick skin of an elephant, of a rhinoceros, or a crocodile to be able to survive attacks of that manner from other predators, right? We're thin skinned. One of those things bites into us, man, we're done. There goes the arm, there goes the leg. No, we don't have that tough skin. My son has a turtle. We don't have that shell around us to protect us. And so with that being said, what we do have is the sense of tribe, the social sense of team where we need to be together. You see, and that's what separated us from predators. That's what separated us from those animals that could attack us to kill us. Is the group was better than the one individual animal. And so when you relate that to sales teams, when you relate that to you in the industry and you've been in it a while, you still need the team. You still need growth. You still need each other in order not to just survive, but to thrive. And it describes it's Simon Sinek talks in the book about how when you see that prey, you start thinking about if you were that hunter gatherer and you see that prey that's out there that which you're trying to hunt down for the meal. First time you see it, it's just like anyone who's hunted, right? You see that animal there and you get excited. And when you get excited, you get that dopamine hit. And so that your body starts to feel this excitement and this fulfillment. And the closer you get to the prey or the more exposed it becomes where you can take it down, the more excited we get, more dopamine that we're getting. And when you actually take down what you're hunting, it's the ultimate satisfaction because you know that you've done your job. And it should be the same thing for us. You see, when you're not on the lookout for growth, when you're not on the lookout for opportunities to improve, when you're not on the lookout for ways to provide for your tribe, your team, and your family, when you're not searching for those things, that's when we let our foot off the gas. So the point that I'm trying to make to you here tonight is this: when you feel yourself letting your foot off the gas because you think that you've got it figured out. You see, in ancient times, the elder people, the elder statesmen, such as yourself, that you've been in it 5, 10, 15, 30 years, those people were the leaders. Those people were the first ones out there leading the way to hunt down whatever animal they were trying to get in order to feed the tribe. They were the leaders, the first people out there for combat when they needed to protect the tribe. But somehow, as we've progressed through time and we've progressed as a civilization, when you stop to think about it, if you get to that point where you're that elder statesman or stateswoman, you should be the leader. You should be the one guiding the way. You should be the one developing everyone. You should be the one protecting them. You should be the one providing for them. You should be the servant leader. And it's never too late. It's never too late to take on that role. It's never too late to be that person. It's never too late to chase after the goal, to chase after the dream, to chase after whatever it is that you are wanting and needing in your life. Because when we do that, and when you execute upon that, and you go and you confront the failures that are going to come with it, and you overcome those. Maybe you get knocked down. Maybe you get knocked down for a bit, and you struggle to figure it out and get yourself back on track. But when you do, and you continue to move forward, not only are you doing the right thing for your tribe, for your team, for your family, but you're also showing how it's done. You're also leading by example. You're leaving an example. You're leading by example, and you're leaving an example for others to follow. You see, when you go all out, when you become that person who says, you know what, I need to take this on. I need to continue to learn and grow and improve. I can't stop taking that information in, because when I stop taking it in, everyone else is going to stop taking it in. And when everyone else stops taking it in, then we start doing for ourselves. That's when people start to isolate themselves and they start just thinking of themselves. And that's when the whole tribe falls apart. The whole tribe falls apart when there is no working together, when there is no elder statesman, stateswoman that is leading the way, because you think it's too late. Oh, I've already gone through all of that. I'm not going to go back. Man, they need to figure it out themselves. What kind of thinking is that? You see, if I were to do that with my team, and as much, the more we grow and the more things that we bring on, the more responsibilities that there are, the more demands there are for my time and their time and everything that we're doing. And I can't just wash my hands of it and say, hey, I don't know. I've got to learn to improve. Why do you think that right now, at 52 years old, okay, 2 years into a business that I still need to dedicate a hardcore 2 to 3 more years of just pounding the pavement day after day after day. Not that it's ever going to stop, but they say, once you've gotten to that 5-year mark, hopefully you've scaled to the point where it's still daily, but it's a different type of work. You see, if I don't do that, then I'm letting myself down, I'm letting the team down, letting my family down, and I'm letting you down. And not only am I letting you down, but I'm letting all of those people down that are part of our mission. See, our mission at Manufacturing Home Sales Mastery is to be able to help as many families as possible to become homeowners through you, the more improved, the elite, the professional housing consultant. And because our mission and my purpose and everything is as large as it is and as burning as it is, that's why I commit to these things. That's why days like today, and the point I was making is, even at 52, I know that I've got to continue to improve. And because of that, that's why I started 75 Hard again. Some people were asking, even my wife was asking, why are you doing that? And I'm doing it because there's going to be more required from me. So I need to make sure that I am in tune with me and myself, and that I'm focused in on the fact that the work is going to have to get done. And so I'm putting myself in even more difficult situations, because they're going to be more difficult situations as we continue to move forward and continue to grow. And I got to be prepared to face those. I have to be prepared to lead through those. I have to be prepared to be the calm voice of reason when everything else around us may seem to be crumbling, may seem to be the time to panic, because it will come. It will come. That's just part of life. That's part of business. Just because you get bigger and reach certain points doesn't mean you don't have issues anymore. It's just the issues that you have now are at a bigger level. And so I have to prepare myself for those. I can't afford to be that person. I've made it. And I don't have to improve. I don't have to learn. I don't have to grow. And you can't get to that point either. And so it doesn't matter how long you've been in the business. It's never too late. It's never enough. It doesn't matter what age you are. It's never too late. Get started. Get started now. Because there are too many people that need you. There are too many people that are looking up to you that you may not even know. And so I encourage all of you to realize that it's never too late. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be stressful. There's going to be problems. You're going to reach the point where you feel like giving up. There's going to be times that you're going to fall down. There's going to be times you're going to lose things. You're going to lose friendships. You're going to lose relationships. You're going to lose material things. You're going to lose and lose and lose. You're going to lose deals. You're going to lose fundings. We lose more than we win. You guys see us picking up business. You guys see us getting contracts with like companies that we're starting or training with this week, like Baird Homes and others that we just continue to add to our stable of clients. But for every one of them, for every Baird Homes, I promise you, there's 20, 30 that we don't get, that we try to, that we work at getting, but we don't. So you're going to lose. You're going to face rejection. It's going to be hard. Our boys are transitioning. They've been playing soccer all these years, and now they're looking at doing football. The youngest already started it. He's sore today. He had his first practice yesterday. Why? Because he's got to get used to it. It's a whole different animal. Our 11-year-old is thinking of doing it as well. Man, it's going to hurt. You're going to be sore. It's going to be different types of pains. But it's worth it, because that's where you grow. In those challenges, when you get out of the comfort, they could have stayed in soccer where they're comfortable. They've been playing for years, and now going into something else, something different, something of a different type of experience. Putting yourself in those uncomfortable situations helps you grow. Same thing for us as adults in business and in life. We have to put ourselves in those uncomfortable situations and scenarios so that we can grow. Oh, but I want it to be just right. It's never going to be just right. It's never going to be just right. But it's also never too late. So tonight, all right, I want you to grab a hold of this message, and I hope that you'll run with it. I hope that you will make the most of it. I know it's late. Not many people are watching right now, probably, but when you see this replay, I hope that you will grab onto this and run. Take the ball and run. You're going to get hit. You're going to get knocked down, but you get back up. You get back up and you keep going. I know you can. You have to believe that you can. All of us can. Why? Because we were manufactured to win. We were made to win. We were made to thrive. God created us in a manner where we were made to succeed, to thrive, and to live a life that is fulfilling and of impact. So go out and do great things. All right, folks, look, it's midnight over here. I still have a second workout to do a little bit later. I got some work to prepare for our training tomorrow. There's a lot to get done. It's not easy. It's uncomfortable. And some people would say, why are you even doing it? But you know why? Because that's where the growth happens. And that's what I'm passionate about, is growth. Always continuing to improve. You guys have a great evening. We'll be talking again tomorrow. I promise you, we'll be back in the morning with another episode of 15 Minutes to Mastery so that you can take your life, your business, and your career to a whole new level. We'll be talking again then. Until then, my friends, as always, I can't wait to meet you.